I'm sitting on my bed and I see a composition notebook, an empty Gatorade bottle, some hyaluronic acid, and a copy of Brave New World that my dad told me to read, but I haven't really started it yet. I just read something I wrote 3 years ago, and I was writing happily, almost joyfully, but mostly with like a smirk about something I completely loathe now. But that writing was also a lie, and I lied when I wrote it to delude myself into liking my life more than I did at the time. I did like her though when I read it, this girl who liked her life, even though I knew she was lying. She was interesting and wrote satirically and ambivalently about dirty and stupid things. She reminded me that I'm not delusional. I delude myself all of the time. I can't completely blame myself for this. Are you supposed to be responsible for your own delusion? Like, is it possible to fully delude yourself for fun with no solid reason? Like, I don't think the delusion would be strong enough to stamp out the truth if it was all flimsy like that. Aside from that question, the whole world is delusional, obviously. And we are definitely not responsible for our delusion. We have to be delusional. It feels perpetual, and it feels vital right now. Right now. Like, when it starts to get really cold outside, you have to start mending the little tears in your accepted reality with patches of delusion because you're actually shaking. If you do it really well, held with the same veracity as your accepted reality, you inevitably lose feeling of any previous damage. This reality, it looks beautiful and perfect, and you're just satisfied with your own ability to live well, too. You are actually so warm now. You could sweat. Did anything bad even happen? I don't think that made very much sense, but I can't describe the trouble I have discerning between acceptance and delusion in my own brain. It's like I can't control it. When to use my acceptance of reality and when to delude myself to keep warm. Even though they're completely opposite. And I can't remember if this is a thing I accepted as good, or if this thing is something that I morphed into my version of perfection at one point. How could I get them so confused in my head? I guess I've deluded myself into believing people or situations are truthful, or caring and loving, and realized what I did when everything went south, and continued to do it because it seemed like I had to, like I couldn't control it or something. I've accepted I'm sort of delusional. But maybe that's the key, like accepting you're delusional. But then that's actually insane to just continually accept delusion. I think I'm on a merry-go-round and I can't get off, and I think we all do that. I think, I hope, or I don't hope, I don't know, but it's like way more fun, as long as nothing gets violent. But then I forgive people all the time, and I'll never stop doing that for as long as I live. But I find myself forgiving heinous behavior by friends. I guess I grew up strangely, uniquely somewhat sheltered, and I just didn't understand, stupidly, that I would need this weird, tough skin to just have relationships with people. And that's why I forgive them without much thought. And I don't mean just like, I forgive you, XXX. It's like, I forgive them with my whole body, my whole entire soul, my whole being. Every fiber forgives you. And now I'd do anything for you again. I would die for you again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I'd rather be like soft and bouncy and fluid with things than draw all these boundaries, especially with people. I don't really want to make you a map or utilize you for relational efficiency or have to remember very much about the places inside you that are infected. I don't want to scar you or to make boundary marks on you. I just want to accept you. I want you to kind of graze me, hit me, brush by me, bump me, wrap your arms around me, kiss me, not hurt me, then go away. And then come back if I want you to, or if you do.